can purify ourselves from any negative emotion in the past, and at the same time bring this positive and live it as if it happens now. And we're gonna do it now practically, inshallah. And I'm gonna send smile. ابتسامتك في وجه أخيك صدقة. So your smile to your friend is an act of worship for Allah and of charity. So we're gonna learn how to smile even to our internal organs. Give it a smile. And maybe before the practical part, I'll just give you scientifically how negativity affects your health, so you can be aware of what's going on. So if you look at first the science of psychoneuroimmunology, this science cares about the body-mind relationship. So whenever you are thinking negative or you have negative emotion, you have natural killer, which are cells of the immunological cells. The first defense in your immunological system. They will be affected by the negative emotions, and they won't be working properly. So like you get sick because you have your natural killer disturbed. This is your first defense. Huh? Second, you have on the level of the meridians, you have meridians with 14 energy channels in your body. And this channel, you know, acupuncture a little bit, you have this picture, inshallah, I'll give you the picture. And how these, on the level of the meridians, the flow of energy is disturbed and might be having like undergoing blockage because of the negative emotions or negative thoughts. So you start to have pain somewhere because of this blockage. Second. Third, you have adrenaline hormone, is a hormone of anger and depression, etc. I mean, it's stimulated. And serotonin, which is the opposite, is the hormone of uplifter hormone, is reduced. So you become depressed. Like after getting angry, you become depressed. And of course, this affects your body. You can have like beating of the heart, shaking, all this as a result because the body reacts for your emotions. Lastly, I said the chakras. We have here 7 chakras. The 7 chakras, they are the source generator of the energy for our body. So each chakra is responsible of the organs around. Like in the heart, for instance, this one is responsible of the respiratory organs, and so on. So whenever you feel like negativity, again, there are blockage at the level of the chakras, and accordingly dysfunction or malfunction of the organs nearby. So subhanallah, at the end you're paying, you're losing energy first, you're on the energy level, and you're paying your health first, and you get sick from the negativity if you don't know, learn how to forgive and how to bring yourself to balance. And this is a training, inshallah. So together now we're going to do it, and I want just to focus before we finish, what type of emotion are stored in which organ. So let's write with you. So grief is stored in the lung. What? Grief, sorrow are stored in the lung, in the lungs. Anger is stored in the liver. Stress is stored in the, we said, stomach and colon, digestive system. So you get like ulcer, you get colitis, ulcerative colitis, or irritable colon, etc. And fear is stored in the kidneys. So this is why kids, when they are frightened and they can urinate, in blood, because it's related to fear. So you have to heal them from being frightened, and not from the issue of bedwetting. It's another problem. So this is how in alternative medicine we treat the emotion and not the physical complaint. So and I said those who suffer from liver problem, they have been under suppressed or liable to get angry easily for a long time, and then they start to have like a weak liver. Always saying, I don't have time for this. That means you are not balanced. So like this is short. To be successful, you have to check for every corner what you're doing at the right time, and don't mix together the corners. This is when you lose someone, and you lose your friend because you're busy too much, and you're talking about your business whenever you are in the wrong place. I mean, this is like choose the right time and the right place and the right moment. Inshallah, this is hikmah, the wisdom. Okay. I want to tell you something very nice that regarding your subconscious. The subconscious cannot think about the positivity and the negativity at the same time. It cannot be happy and depressed at the same time. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created you perfectly, mashallah. So if you focus on happiness, mashallah, you just erase depression or grief or whatever. So like they said, the speed of the brain is faster than the speed of light. In seconds, I can just change you from being depressed to happy. How come so quickly? Yes, so quickly. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created you, and this is wonderful. And look at the child when he falls down and he's crying and he says, oh, look at the light, oh, and then he smiles and forgets completely in seconds. So this is how you can see with children is very clear and obvious. So inshallah, from now on, whenever you think like negatively and you go over this negative experience, stop it. We're going to learn together, we breathe, and we stop the wavelength. It is a wavelength in the brain. And you just say the opposite, even if it's not true. This is another, mashallah, miraculous nature of human being, that your subconscious does not distinguish between what is true and what is wrong. So mashallah, if you say, I'm healthy, I'm happy, I'm peaceful, though it's not true, your subconscious believes you. So watch your words. If you say something negative, I cannot do it, I have very weak memory, all this negativity, you just remove it and say, I have strong memory, mashallah, happy, etc. So you replace it before it becomes a program that is stored in your file on the level of the subconscious. So your subconscious open files whenever you talk and become, by repetition, a program that is stored in the subconscious, and unfortunately it becomes spontaneous. Like you get angry, as we said, now we have to control your anger, great, but if you keep on getting angry like twice, 3 times, then your subconscious will store this information and you become a irritable person. So subhanAllah, you're punished from whatever your behavior starts very small. So this is why إنما الحلم بالتحلم. This is what the Prophet ﷺ said, الحلم بالتحلم, that impatience comes by faking patience. So fake it until you make it, this is true. So in the beginning you fake it, it's not you, but until you become you, inshallah, by repetition. But if you don't watch it, then, and you let it go, it becomes spontaneous, and you're really punished, become an irritable person. You're a bit, whatever is negativity is, it becomes part of you. So this is why we have to watch in the very beginning how is our behavior, how are our thoughts, inshallah, so to save ourselves from being obsessed by whatever the situation. You can become obsessed at the end.